Test. Hey. You caught me in the middle of a test there. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, your host today. This is a brand new special episode of the Rundown with Ramon. And why is it special? Why? It's special because you're here today. If you weren't here today, it would be special. But because you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon, it's a very special day. And I'm glad you're here. So welcome. We have an exciting episode for you, Georgette. We have an exciting episode for you today. We're going to dive into all the things. What are we talking about today? Welcome to the era of the gritty startup. That's going to be amazing. We're going to talk about don't wait to fire a toxic client. It's vital for your business health. From zoneofgenius.com, should you upgrade to a new iPhone or any phone for that matter? What should you do or what should you not do? How to keep your customers happy after the sale. That's going to be interesting. If you're fighting with your partner, what are some phrases you can do to kind of make it a little bit better? We're going to talk about some tips from Dave Ramsey, 27 side hustle ideas to earn extra cash, strategies for building a strong online community. And I thought that's what's interesting. The CEO of GoDaddy had to be better every day. So we got a lot in store for you today. Welcome. Deanna Lamberts is here. Thank you, Deanna. Every time you show up and I see your beautiful, lovely smile, it makes me happy. Glad you're all here today. Sit back, relax, or don't. Get ready for a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Here we are, and let me know what you think of this. We get ready to start The Rundown with Ramon. All right, and we're back. This is The Rundown with Ramon. All we do is help you do one thing and one thing alone. All we ask is for one thing and one thing alone. Give you the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. That's all I want you to do. Just a few minutes of your time to live your best life or start or grow your business. Georgette, glad you're here today. Let's get the show on the road. As we're adjusting some things in the background, glad you're here. And remember, we want you to comment, want you to share, want you to take some selfies, let people know you're watching a Rundown with Ramon, whatever platform, whatever channel you're watching it through. Let's get started with today's episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to the era of the gritty startup. Seeing this here from our friends at Every.2. And the headline itself grabbed me. I think every time we do anything, we should be in gritty mode. That's the best way to build a company. And we're talking about, of course, they're referring to billion-dollar valuations, not my cup of tea. I deal with the small businesses, not venture capital funded. But it says global venture capital investment fell from 83 billion to 75 billion between the fourth quarter of 23 and the first quarter of 24. And it goes on and on and on. Deals plummeted from 9,400 to 7,500, representing a 20% decrease in deal volume. I get it. Venture capital money, other people's money is important oftentimes. But there's many ways you can grow your business with no outside investment, especially if it's not the billion-dollar idea. Sometimes you do need outside investment. But my message to you today, my admonition to you today, my thought to you today is be gritty. Be gritty. What can you do yourself to invest in yourself? As Mark Cuban says of Shark Tank and others say, what can you do? Tamara, glad you're here. Tamara, glad you're here. To sell and make money, and then from what you sell, grow the business. This is the nature of the game. What can you do on your own to take your business to the next level? What can you do to be more gritty, to have the fire of entrepreneurship, the mindset of entrepreneurship, to navigate, to innovate in yourself? When one customer says no, what can you do to get 5 more customers to say yes? This is what it means to be that aspect of gritty startup. You're not going to grow your business if you're just waiting for somebody to come and save you, because most likely no one's coming to save you. It's up to you and I, it's up to us to shine the light and to be that voice for our businesses, for our careers. So I encourage us all to have the attitude of the gritty startup. Again, they're talking about the billion-dollar company and how you do that. And there's something there, the founder mode you hear, Google founder mode. But I'm referring to all of us, encouraging all of us today. Every day we should be gritty. There's no fancy production studio here. There's no fancy team here. I pretend there is sometime. It's just me and my tools and camera and things of this nature, sharing information with you. But the grittiness is me. I don't even have professional sound effects. What do I do for sound effects? Ding, 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 ding. It's just me. So my point is, sometimes you got to be a little gritty. I hope you agree with that. What do you think? Again, my name is Ramon Ray. Started 5 companies, sold 3 companies. You can get to know me better at RamonRay.com. Get to know me better. Check us out at zoneofgenius.com. We're just here for one thing alone, to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Don't wait to fire that toxic client. It's vital for your business health. Grady just here. Great, glad you're here. Don't wait to fire the toxic client. It's vital for your business health. What does that mean? If you have a client that is pulling down your business, if you have a client that is draining your business, if you have a client that's pulling you down, you don't need to keep them. Because if you keep them, not only drain on you, your mental goodness, your mental share, but it's bad for your team members, and it may bleed over and be bad for your other customers and therefore for your whole business. Fire toxic clients, writes Nellie Aculp, who I've known for so many years, known of her brand. So it's important to let them go. Why bad clients are bad for business. A bad client can do more than give you a hard time. They can also deplete your business's resources and morale, both in the short and long term. Making the most of a bad situation, regroup and grow. Whenever your business encounters a setback, it's essential not to overlook any potential advantages. Listen to feedback, yes, and acknowledge your hard work and the challenges they faced in dealing with this customer. Nellie also says when to stop chasing ghosts. Bad customers come in several forms. In contrast to the needy, obnoxious, and abusive variety is the customer who quietly fades in the background, going radio silent. Glad to have you here. The Sterling McKinley, glad you're here. Turning the page, Nellie says, Nellie's with CorpNet. Entrepreneurs are not naturally inclined to push business away when it comes to toxic clients. However, we must tap into deeper instincts. We know that cutting them loose will benefit ourselves, our team, and our business. Nevertheless, taking decisive action can be challenging. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, and sometimes you think holding on to that client that's bad for you is good. It's not. Holding on to that client that's bad for you can drain your business, can take you down. It's bad for your team. It's bad for you. It's bad for your business, bad for your other customers. You can tell them to go somewhere else, but don't hang on to a client. Yes, money's important. We need to get that revenue, but more important is the sustainability of your business. Again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Hope you're enjoying the show we've got for you. All we ask is for a little bit of your time to give you the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. And that's what we're doing today. Ding, 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 ding. Should you upgrade your phone, not just to the Apple iPhone 16, but should you upgrade to any phone? We covered this on zoneofgenius.com. And I think the answer is it depends. What we wrote here in this article, a few things to understand about upgrading and changing your phone. The pros of upgrading, oftentimes you get improved performance, new features, better security, a competitive edge. But the negative side of upgrading is high cost, the learning curve. And those two things right there, you can get over time. But maybe potential compatibility issues, so be careful. So those are a few things, but I do think it's good every few years to upgrade your cell phone, especially if you have a very old phone, you should upgrade that sucker. My current phone has been around for some years now. It's a Samsung 10, I think it is. And I'm looking at when is it time for me to upgrade to either a newer Samsung, a newer brand, or an iPhone. I don't know. But those of you who are holding on to technology since George Washington's days, you're only hurting yourself, people. You're not doing anybody a favor. Some of you are holding on to technology way too long, and you're wondering, why can I do all the things? Why can I take better pictures? Why can I get better graphics? Why is my memory this, that, and the other? Well, because you need to upgrade your phone. That's just how it is. Even my desktop computer here, I'm thinking, man, when is it time for me to upgrade? So that's the dilemma. That's the question I have for you today. When is it time for you to upgrade your phone? Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. Another article here we have on zoneofgenius.com, how to keep your customers happy after the sale using the power of CRM. I encourage you to check this article out. Go to zoneofgenius.com and look up happy customers, or right on the homepage. How do you keep your customers happy after the sale? Proactive support, anticipate and address. That's one. Proactive support. After they buy your product, are you sending them tips on how to get the most value out of it? Are you sending them video tutorials? Are you sending them FAQs, frequently asked questions, to troubleshoot things? Number two, what about the power of personalized video? Expressing gratitude, saying thank you to them for buying your product, highlighting key benefits of their specific purchase, personalized to them. What about loyalty programs? The gift that keeps giving, saying, thanks for buying this. Since you bought this, we got more in store for you. There's ways you can do this with the power of CRM. If you're not using marketing automation in your business, your business can only grow to a certain level. As my friend Clayton Mask, founder of Keep, says, marketing automation is important. All of you who want to grow your business should be using the power of marketing automation. This is absolutely important. You build relationships with your customers, and the key is it's automated. I encourage you to check out what we wrote. Go to zoneofgenius.com and look at our first article on the homepage, or just look up how to keep your customers happy with CRM, how to keep your customers happy. I encourage you to check that out. If you're not using marketing automation in your business, if you're not, you want some guides, some tips on that, just DM me and put the word CRM, and I'll send you some information if I can. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Hope you're enjoying this episode today, talking about all the things moving forward. Fighting with your partner, New York Times says, use these 4 phrases. Listen, I don't know about you. I've been married 30 years. I do not have a perfect marriage. I need to be a better husband every single day. So what are some phrases you can use if you're fighting with your partner, not sure what to do? What are some ways you can change that? Well, 1, this is what I saw or heard. Describe what happened in 1 sentence, Reel said. Share only the facts. Ones a camera could record. He said the key to this statement and the feedback wheel overall is brevity. This is what I saw or heard. Next up, another phrase you can use. This is what I made up about it. Explaining your personal point of view acts as a circuit breaker. Not only does this take the heat off the other person, she said, but it compels you to examine your own emotions. This is what I made up about it. Number 3, and really important, because emotions and feelings are so important part of the equation of arguments. This is how I felt. Author Natasha, glad you're here. Author Natasha Smith is here. This is how I felt. Our feelings are part of the equation, people. We don't have to ignore them or squelch them, but they are definitely part of the equation. And lastly, but definitely not least, this is what would help me feel better. Be open and honest. So you didn't like what you heard. You didn't like what they said. This is how you interpreted, maybe right, maybe a little wrong. This is how it made you feel, but to put a bow on it, to put a loop on it, to end it. And if you want healing, especially, this is what will make it feel better. This is what will close the loop. This is how we can move forward. Listen, everybody, do you want to be healed? Do you want to have better relationships or not? That's the name of the game. If you want to, you got to put the work in to make it happen. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. All we ask is for a little bit of your time to give the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. And I hope you're enjoying every episode of the Rundown with Ramon. That was interesting. We do fight. We do have relationships. We do the things to deal with each other, either on the corporate level or the personal level. Our kids, our family, our wives, our husbands, our sons, our daughters. But oftentimes, they get under our skin, Natasha. They get under our skin, lazy and lit. They get under our skin. But that's why it's called relationships. If we want to move it forward, we also have to check our own emotions. Love this, Deanna. Always bringing on the goodness. Do we hear what they say? And they say what we hear. Exactly, Deanna. Miscommunication happens so often. Y'all be sure to check out Deanna Lamberts. Check her out on LinkedIn or more. Amazing human who builds brands. Thanks, Deanna Lamberts, for being here today. Moving forward, I could talk about this topic all day long, maybe because it's near and dear to my heart. Being married 30 years, I always got every day check out my emotions and my issues and how I talk to my own wife. Ding, 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 ding. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Another topic we're going to touch on today that I think is always interesting, near and dear, is asking us this. Fighting is no good. Dave Ramsey talks about 27 side hustle ideas to earn extra cash. How many here want to earn extra cash? How many want to earn some more money at times? I know I do. Here's a few things from the annals of Dave Ramsey that may help us earn a bit of extra cash if we're interested. 1, drive for Lyft or Uber. 2, deliver food. 3, deliver groceries. 4, become a photographer. That's a good side income and dominus. Tutor online, become a transcriptionist, join a focus group or take surveys, teach English. Hola, ¿cómo está? Arigato. Bonjour, ¿cómo allez-vous? Rent your home or spare room on Airbnb, resell thrifted items, get paid for your creative talents, become a personal chef. You definitely don't want me becoming a chef. Babysit, become a user tester, dog walk, or pet sit, clean houses, sell products on Etsy, and more. Check out what Dave Ramsey writes, or Ramsey Solutions, rather, RamseySolutions.com, about side hustle. I love these simple tips because all of us can do them. Dana, what's up? Bonjour. Back to you, Dana Austin. These are some things we all can do. My slide's kind of messed up, but hey, we're live, so I can't fix it. I don't know what happened here, but I'm going to keep moving on. I got my notes here. Ding, 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 from Forbes, 10 strategies for building a strong online community around your brand. Strategy number 1, Fung Patricia, glad to have you here. Define your brand's purpose and values. I need to do a better job at this. Dropping gems. Thanks, Dana. Appreciate it. What do we do at zoneofgenius.com? What's my goal? What do I try to do? What's my purpose and mission? And I can do this better and better. Or rather, I'll tweak this to who am I reaching. That's number 2, actually. Identify and understand your audience. It's not to the large startups, the billion-dollar brands that are getting VC funding. That's not my mission, my heart. My heart is to the small businesses, under 5 million, probably under 3 million, maybe even a few 100,000 to 1 million. They have small teams. That's who I want to speak about and help them with their mindset, with their technology, with their marketing, with their money. That's my audience. And then define your brand's purposes and values. Well, we have fun and do the right thing. That's 2 things we say. I tell my team, just do the right thing, never hurt nobody, and have fun while we do it. And of course, our whole mandate is how do we educate the world of small business owners? Yes, Haas is here. Glad you're here. As we're talking about building an online community, create valuable and engaging content. If you want to build a community, as we're doing now, you have to create good content. Foster authentic engagement. You can do fake engagement or authentic engagement. Leverage social media platforms. Encourage user-generated content. User-generated content is the content that Dana and Deanna are doing. It's the users, the audience. They're generating content. They're chiming in and sharing. They're part of the show. This is how you do it. Organize events and challenges. I've done that. Some of you have attended my live Entrepreneurs Online Conference or Entrepreneurs Conference and Awards. We did it in April. Who's joining this next year, rather? We're working on it already. Number 8, offer exclusive perks and benefits. Reward your loyal community members with exclusive perks and benefits. Monitor and adapt. Building a community is an ongoing process that requires constant monitoring and adaptation. Cultivate brand advocates. Identify your most loyal and engaged community members and cultivate them as brand advocates. This is how you build a community, and you have a choice to do that. Now, everybody is not into the aspect of community building. Everybody doesn't have to. build a community. But I'm building a community. That's what I'm doing. But you may be a lawyer and just want your clients. That's okay. But I think for some of you who want to build a community, that's important. Dean, it's like positive reinforcement and incentives. I was thinking of doing that for the Rundown with Ramon, to have a Rundown with Ramon swag bag. Call it the Rundown bag and like have weekly winners. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think about that idea. But a weekly swag bag, maybe a cool computer and some other stuff in there, unique, cool stuff in a bag, and give that bag away once a week. But I don't know how somebody would win it. I got to think about that. But those of you who are looking to build a community, Forbes has a great article about it. You can look up 10 strategies for building a strong online community around you from Forbes. Up next, ding, 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 ding. This was interesting, and I thought this was really good from Time. How GoDaddy CEO strives to be better every day. GoDaddy CEO's name is Aman Bhutani. Interesting man. And they asked him several questions. It says, you've praised Serena Williams for her addicted to winning mentality. Do you still feel hungry? And he says, yes. People who are hungry overcome just about any obstacle. Don't I say that at the end of every Zone of Genius, or rather Rundown with Ramon's show? I talk about the hunger we need. I ask specifically, are you hungry? Don't I ask you all that? Right there on the screen. Are you hungry enough? I ask you that. Are you hungry? GoDaddy CEO says, yes, he's hungry. What are you personally hungry for? He says, there is a philosophy that I subscribe to in terms of how I approach life, which I use to just call discipline. But around 10 or 12 years ago, somebody showed me the film Jiro Dreams of Sushi. And I realized the Japanese have been perfecting this art for hundreds of years. So I should just take their model. They call it shoken. It's the idea that you're committed to your craft and you want to make it better and better. Every day we want to get better and better and better and be a better human. The question they asked us, GoDaddy was recently included in the SAP 500. What contributed to that inclusion, and how do you think will impact the company going forward? It's an amazing milestone, and the purpose is valued by its customers. 21 million paying customers, says GoDaddy. We make $200 approximately per customer per year. And people ask, how do you make that with that little amount from each customer? It says we are very, very careful. It's interesting when you hear from leaders, and there's all kind of leaders around. Some are flashy, some are more humble, but I think it's powerful. The contribution to that contribution is we are careful. GoDaddy recently launched its own AI-powered tool called GoDaddy Aero. How are you using AI within the company? The AI technology we use uses internal AI systems, but they also use third-party AI systems. We see that this is the right approach for GoDaddy. That is a mix of our AI models where we have a competitive advantage. GoDaddy recently faced cybersecurity challenges when a sophisticated group of hackers was able to repeatedly steal passwords. What have you learned from those breaches? We feel very good about the progress we made. And you're right, AI can create a lot of new threats as well. We have some pretty important assets, so we got some attention on this topic from hackers. And he goes on. I love this interview because it shows a man who's humble, who's focused, and who's driven to the power of staying hungry. Staying hungry. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Are your prices set right? I hope you're not the cheapest vendor on the block. What is the mindset you have for success? And are you asking yourself today a simple question? What do you do best? What do you do best that nobody else can do that you do better than anybody else? Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. So glad you've joined me today.